Tonight on Toxic Tuesday, episode 42, I have a treat for you. Let's start with a few questions. Do you feel like your relationship has enough spice in it? Do you really miss the beginning on how things used to be, when it was fun and exciting? Or maybe you feel like there's a part of you that you're losing because of the person that you chose to be with. We're going to be talking about date night delights, the significance of date night, and why it's important to keep it alive in your relationship. So let's talk about it.
This is another session of Toxic Tuesday. Therapy for the people.
Hello, my beautiful people. It's the King Omar Sharif. I welcome you back to another Toxic Tuesday where we turn our bad into good situations. Toxic Tuesdays are all about you, your mind, your body, your soul. I believe if we can control those three things, we'll find happiness. Tonight's agenda is going to include knowing what your partner likes, breaking the monotony, rediscovering each other, romantic settings, physical and emotional intimacy, avoiding drifting apart, and creating great memories. And of course, I'm going to give you some great date night tips and ideas. So let's get started. So let's kick it off with number one, and that's going to be knowing what your partner likes. Now think about this. In the beginning, you used to be there in your partner's face like this. Yep. Whatever you say, I'm all into you. Remember that? We will be so locked in on getting to learn them, on getting to know them, so we can work on what we really want, which is that individual. We know what their interests are. We know what their hobbies are. We know what they like doing in their downtime. We try to learn as much as we can about them so we can do what? Get them to like us, get them to love us. So we can't get away from that. We can't forget what our individual or what our loved one really likes and enjoys. That's so important. So always remind yourself, write it down somewhere in your notes, put it in a notebook, whatever you need to do to remind yourself of what your partner likes. Just set a reminder to say, hey, I need to do more of this so we can get back to that. Number two is going to be breaking the monotony. How do we break the monotony? So when we get away from remembering what our partner likes and we get away from doing the things that we know they enjoy doing because we're lazy in love, right? We can remain in love, but we be lazy in love. That's not a good way to love. So when things get dull, when things get boring, and that's when a lot of people open the door to think about entertaining someone else other than the person that they're supposed to be entertaining. It's not good. It's not right. Don't cheat. But at the end of the day, you don't want your person questioning themselves like, is this the one I'm meant to be with? Is this the person that's really loving me the way I want to be loved? Stay to the end and I'll teach you about some love languages, I promise. But when things get dull and it becomes a regular routine and a boring routine, you may not think so because you might be fine staying in the house. But your person, your girl or your man might be that adventurous, outgoing one. So you need to balance your relationship. Surprise each other, right? Say, hey, I just got us tickets to go here on Friday. Hey, I just got reservations to go here on Saturday. Hey, I got something fun for us to do this weekend. Break that regular routine of the expected. Because when you hit them with the unexpected, that's when things get spicy. Number three is rediscovering each other. How do we rediscover each other? How did things ever get lost, the King Omar Sharif? This is going to require some quality time, some open conversation, and some deep conversation. Bring up each other's dreams, goals, and aspirations in life again. That's very important. And that's going to help that bond, that connection. And when you do those things, it reminds you as an individual of who you are as well. Yeah, we're trying to accomplish this as a team, but I still am my own individual. Before I met you, I still wanted to do this, and this. I had dreams, so don't forget them. And if you're really a team, you'll attack those dreams together and make them come true for both of you. Number 4, physical and emotional intimacy. Now, for me, I want to start with the emotional side first, because I feel like once you have that mental and that emotional connection, that makes the physical 100 times better, right? Because it's all intertwined, and the mind intimacy aspect of it is the most important. So what do we do to become connected emotionally and to make our intimacy intensified, right? So again, we need to have that open communication. Open communication means that you're not holding anything back from your partner. You're letting them know, hey, I went through this. I'm a little traumatized by some things that happened to me before. And it always doesn't have to be a bad thing. You could talk about the great things that you love as well, that you've discovered about yourself. We're not just going to focus on the bad, right? Because this is a solution-based platform. But of course, we got to recognize some of those things. So when you're able to put in that quality time, when you're able to talk about these things openly, when you're able to share experiences, when you're able to speak to each other affectionately, that's all that emotional intimacy side. That's when you're tapping into each other's minds and thoughts and down to that heart. Touch that soul. I'm gonna snatch your soul, baby, in a good way. So that's the emotional side. And it's very, very important, fellas. Don't skip over that. Ladies, don't skip over that. It goes both ways, right? And then that'll intensify the physical part. Yes. Now, some fellas, some men out there, you may have this down to a T, right? But a lot don't. And a lot kind of just want to rush their way into things. Maybe some women like that. Maybe your lady likes that. But not all women do. Which goes back to that emotional aspect of it, where we got to have that communication and talk about things. So maybe it's something that you say to her. Maybe it's something that you say to him that just makes the hairs rise up on your skin. Ooh, that felt good. Can't wait to touch you. Can't wait to hug you. Can't wait to kiss you. So we have to do those things to build things up. It's like a fire, right? Imagine a campfire, Boy Scout style, and you rubbing 2 sticks together. And then you see that small spark. Then you might see that small little bit of smoke. But before you know it, we making s'mores, we cooking dinner, we doing all types of things. We gotta build things up, y'all. Build it up. Don't just rush into it. Because then what? It gets boring. Everything is a rush. There's no surprise to it. There's no real intimate level to it. It's just, all right, do this for me. I'll do this for you. See you tomorrow. We don't want that. So build things up, y'all. Fire and desire. Rick James and Tina Marie. We can do it, y'all. It's love language. Number 5. It's a great one. Romantic settings. That ambiance, right? Who doesn't appreciate that ambiance? Isn't that a beautiful word? Ambiance. Well, to generate some romantic settings, again, we got to talk to each other, right? Everything is a conversation first, so we know how to make it relative to each other, so we can work on this great relationship, right? So that could be anything from a beach getaway. That could be us just sitting underneath the stars. That could be us just laying out in the grass on a beautiful day with the sun rising or setting. That could be something that we do at home as well, y'all. For me, personally, I enjoy role playing, right? That's always fun, going into character. I enjoy themes, like theme nights. That's always great to do at home. So everything as far as your romantic setting goes doesn't have to be something that you go far off and away to go do. You could do it right in the comfort of your home. In or out the house. Either way, it could be a big, pleasant surprise and a great form of relief and a great way to keep things intense and to keep you guys tuned into each other. And if you have gotten away from these things where it has gotten pretty monotonous, then what you do is you're rekindling things. Now, I remember in my last relationship, I got away from some of those things. I got away from listening to her saying, hey, we need to go out more. Because I thought, I was the man and I'm the king and all this other type of stuff that goes along with that. I wasn't appreciating what she was saying. I wasn't appreciating the person that she was outside of our relationship. And she was a good girl. Shout out to you, girl. You a good girl, But I didn't do a good job of listening and then responding so I can keep her happy. And I like going out, but I just got away from it. I got caught in that lazy love where it was okay with just being in the house and just chilling and not doing all the fun things, the theme nights and all the role playing that I was just telling y'all to do. So that was the old me. The new me is all about these things that I'm telling y'all, okay? Because I do see the importance in it. And when your partner and your person and the person you love is telling you these things, you gotta act on it. That's the way you keep the love young, you keep it fun, and you keep going and flowing and growing. It's just a beautiful thing. Listen to your partner and then act on it. A few more things that you can do. Cooking is like a form of love, right? We love food so much. And then you can feed your person, you can feed your girl, you can feed your man after y'all make a beautiful meal. They even have restaurants where y'all could go out and cook the meal together while you're out. So however you choose to do it, just get it done, okay? But you could do things like that, cooking classes or just a cooking night with each other, wine tasting, horseback riding, hot air balloons, candlelit dinners, in or out the house, again, movie nights. So there's so many things that we could do to keep it young. Going out to the bar or club to dance and love on each other, get all that body language and all those juices going. That's another great thing to do. So just keep these great date night ideas and tips in mind. Go on vacation, of course, right? That's always a great one. Go see some art. Go see something historical. Go take a nice ride down the coastline. Go do something, y'all. There's so many different things to do. And after you guys talk to each other, y'all should be able to figure out what each other likes and likes to do. Go on a hike. Go see nature. So many things for us to do out here. Now, I probably just named about 10 of them. So if you could do at least once a week, once or twice a month, I think you two would be pretty happy. Now, while you're doing these date nights, I will give you another tip. Try to dress to impress. Don't wear those same pants that you always see each other in. Don't wear that same shirt that got the stains all over it. Don't wear that baggy Lucy stuff. I called it Lucy, right? Don't wear all that stuff that's not classified as sexy. Don't do all that. Keep it sexy, keep it fun, keep it young. So when you do see each other, you be like, ooh, look at my baby. Ooh, you looking good tonight. Girl, you looking good tonight. King, you looking handsome tonight. Right? That's excitement. And it gets you back to how you used to see each other. Instead of just that lay around person. Or the person who don't want to do their hair or don't want to shave. You know what I mean? You got to keep it sexy, y'all. Just like you never met. So I believe that when we do these things that I just mentioned, we keep it young, we keep it fun, we keep it new, we keep it sexy, we keep it in tune with each other, that's going to prevent us from drifting apart from each other. That's going to prevent me or you or her or him from saying, I think I want to go conversate with this person. I want to go give this person some of my time. Just because you're physically not going through the act of cheating on your partner doesn't mean that you're not cheating on somebody emotionally. Because if you keep cheating in conversation and emotionally, at some point you're going to act on those emotions physically. So we're trying to stay together if this is the person you're meant to be with. I don't want anybody to force a relationship on somebody when they just know that this isn't going to work. Okay? So just make sure that you're totally tuned in, you're totally focused on your person. And then things should work out. And then we could avoid that separation. We could avoid being bored with each other. When you keep things new and you keep things surprising and you keep things fun, why would somebody want to leave that? Why would I want to cheat on my lady or my man after we've built so much together and are enjoying each other while we're doing it? That's the beauty of this. Growing and glowing together. And we're going to have to get our photo albums ready, y'all, because the last thing that we're going to do, which is probably the most beautiful part, which is why I want to end it this way, is we're going to create memories. Yes, we are going to create beautiful memories. For the people out there who are in a relationship and have kids, get that babysitter, y'all. See if grandma or grandpa can watch the kids. Auntie or uncle can watch the kids. Your best friend, whoever. So you two can work on that bond and reconnecting. Because creating memories, good memories, happy memories, loving memories, is a huge part of what life is about. It's about experiencing, it's about learning, it's about feeling, it's about loving and making memories. I challenge you to plan a date night, okay? Especially if you're a couple that hasn't done it in a long time. I also would love for you to put down what you're planning to do in the comments so you can help and inspire another couple. Ooh. Now, I made these myself, y'all. They got a little melted. They looked a lot better, like in the thumbnail, but they've been sitting here for a little while since I've been shooting. But I got these chocolate covered strawberries. And I even made some vanilla ones. And I like the vanilla ones better than the chocolate. But I did that for you, baby. We could do that right at home, fellas. Ladies, we could do that right at home. We don't gotta wait till Valentine's Day to do that. So with this strawberry ginger homemade lemonade that I promise you tastes so good. I can't drink it yet, we toasting. So now it's toast time with the king. And I just wanna say, try these beautiful date night delights. Go a little harder for the person that you're with, because it can make them go much, much, much harder for you. When you give somebody something, a lot of times when it feels good, they want to give it back to you. When it feels good, they don't want to lose that feeling, because it's so hard to find somebody that understands you. It's so hard to find somebody that really cares about how you feeling. It's so hard to find somebody that just want to love you for you and just grow together and be better versions of each other. It's hard out here, y'all. It's hard to trust people, which makes it hard for you to be loyal to somebody, right? And when you really love somebody, that's loyalty. You're loyal to that person. And the love is real. So tonight we toasting the real love, y'all. Mary J. I can't wait to see y'all next week. That's love. If you enjoyed this video, I encourage you, because that will encourage me, to subscribe to the channel, the King Omar Sharif. I promise you to be here with some great videos each and every week with some shorts in between. This is my channel. I care about it. This is my purpose, and I care about you. So I'm here to help you grow, and hopefully you'll help me grow as well. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. That's love. Don't forget about the secret scrolls. Write in about your experiences, whether they be in relationships, good ones, bad ones, whether it be about something that you're struggling with, mentally, physically, we'll talk about it on the show, and we'll do it all anonymously, I promise you. And if you ever want to contact me and talk about something, you could do that at thekingomarsharif@gmail.com, and I would love that as well. You could also follow all of my social platforms, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. It's all the King Omar Sharif. And I thank y'all for watching. I love y'all and can't wait to talk to you next time.